Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Snap Fantasy Football Podcast. I am your host Lando, here to rant to you about some breakouts for 2020. My last video did so well that I had to make another one. If you haven't already checked it out, Jonathan Taylor's breakout is coming. See the link below and you will get it going. This time I'm talking about my other breakouts. Some breakouts that are a little bit deeper, a little bit dirtier, but still equally as good. These are guys that you can still acquire in your leagues. I know you've probably already drafted, but now get them before they break out. First of all, my wide receiver breakout is going to be Courtland Sutton. This guy is a locked-in alpha wide receiver. He is so good. He had an 87% contested catch rate, and he is going to be the locked and loaded number one for that Denver offense. I had the breakout for Drew Lock, and you got to get his number one target on your team. Next, I'm going to go DJ Chark. I know he was inconsistent last year. He was a wide receiver 1 a ton, but he was a wide receiver 4 or worse a ton. But this time, DJ Chark is here to stay. He has that relationship with Gardner Minshew. He's got a relationship with beating those DBs, let me tell you. He's going to burn everyone. He's got the speed. He's got the size. He's got everything. That Jacksonville defense is so bad. They've traded away everyone. They're going to be so behind in games that there's going to be no option but to take DJ Chark to the house, and that is someone you want on your roster. Next, Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup's going to break out. He was over 1,000 yards last year, but no one's talking about him. Amari Cooper is already injured, and Michael Gallup is going to be the recipient of a monster Dak season. So get Gallup on your team. You can start him every week, and you don't have to take him that high. So, two tight ends that I love. Jonnu Smith is a great tight end. He's set to break out. He's possibly the number 2 option in that Tennessee offense. Tannehill's going to be good. A.J. Brown's going to be good, but A.J. Brown's going to get all the coverage. No one's going to be thinking about Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith's going to be a consistent wide receiver or tight end for your team, and he's going to be a good red zone target for Tannehill. My other tight end is a guy that broke out in his rookie season, and that's Evan Engram. Already early in the season, Golden Tate is banged up. He's got some hamstring tightness. I think Evan Engram is going to come back with a force. He's someone that you don't have to take at that high. He's in that almost dead zone for tight ends. And if he's on your team, you don't feel great about it. So you could trade for him. You can get Evan Engram because he's got that injury risk. And he's going to be the locked and loaded, possibly top 4 or 5 tight end that will break out. And he will do good for your team. Next, running backs. It's so hard to pick breakout running backs because you got all the rookies. But I'm going to go a little bit deeper down. I like Joshua Kelly to break out. I personally like Austin Eckler. I think he's going to be great. But I think Joshua Kelly is going to have a bigger role in that offense than I want to see. And he could break out to be a number 2-3 running back for the team. If you don't think that's a breakout, that's fine. But these two guys are about to break out. And that is Zach Moss and Antonio Gibson. Zach Moss is going to get those high value carries. He's going to get the red zone carries. He's going to get passing attempts. Every Singletary owner last year that was doing backflips when he broke out last year is going to be crying in their basement when Zach Moss gets on the field. He's been a camp superstar, and Zach Moss is going to be just another one of those teams where Buffalo is favored to win that division. He's going to be a recipient if that team goes hard. Antonio Gibson, the hype is real on him, and they came out today that he's going to be in a committee, RBBC. But I think Antonio Gibson is going to keep that role and make sure he's going to be on the field as much as possible. He can run through the tackles, and he can pass catch. He has all the ingredients of a breakout. That team is going to be, again, behind a lot, and Antonio Gibson is going to be that safety blanket for Dwayne Haskins to get that breakout fantasy gear. Him and Terry McLaurin are going to run the show in Washington, and that's why you should take Antonio Gibson or acquire him. Now that news came out that he's in RBBC, you could probably acquire him for cheaper than he was getting drafted for. 2 quarterbacks that I love for a breakout, super easy ones, Josh Allen and Cam Newton. And they both have those aspects that make a quarterback break out, and that is the rushing ability. Josh Allen stacked with anyone there. Zach Moss, Stephon Diggs, he's going to make it work with his legs and through the air. He's going to throw it deep. He's going to be... They need to be competitive in games. They need to be competitive, and Josh Allen's going to do it himself. he's a clear breakout candidate and going a little bit late in drafts. He's not on any waiver wires, but he's going to be a guy that's going to be solid for your fantasy team. And then Cam Newton is going late in drafts and can be acquired. He might be on waiver wires right now. He can still run with his legs. He is the hardest working quarterback in the league, and that's why you should take him for your fantasy team. The Patriots don't know how to lose. They don't have losing in their repertoire. He's gonna win, and he's gonna win a lot. He's a good stack with James White and Julian Edelman and even N'Keal Harry. N'Keal Harry could easily break out this year as well. But that's it for me. Hopefully you guys like this video. Comment below your breakout. Who did I miss? Do I do another breakout video? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe I'll do a video on your breakouts that you put below. Subscribe to the channel, like this post, and share it with your friends. But for now, we'll see you next time. Thanks.